Hi. I was pondering for a moment how I should greet. This is the Design of Bulimia, communicating about bulimia. Now, bulimia exists within males and females of this world. And the origination of bulimia is a fascinating creation of the mind, which is activated whilst and when watching television, while and when being around and within the company of certain specific human beings in your world. Now, for an example, as a child, as a young child, do any child, is any child concerned about what they eat, what they look like? I'm speaking child from about 0 to 5, 6, 7 years. No. Where do children learn to be concerned about what they're wearing and what they look like? Parents, family, friends, media. Now, media encompassing magazines, televisions, and cinemas. So, what is the manifestation of bulimia? Now, there are specific human beings within this world whose mind consciousness systems have been set up in an interesting way. No, excuse me. Not their mind consciousness systems. Have a look. All of humanity, most women and men, are concerned with what they look like, what they eat, and what they look like, encompassing what you're wearing, what you're dressed like, etc. The entire picture presentation of yourself. And then weight, you know, the food that you eat, how much, what not to eat, what to eat, etc. Now, this entire show business of the picture presentation of yourself and eating in terms of what must you eat, what must you not eat, what is healthy, what is not healthy, all that is supported by the media of this world. Now, human beings that experience bulimia or that have bulimia are the human beings that are carrying the manifested outflow of this world. Thus, all human beings that are concerned or even have thoughts, emotions or feelings of concern of what they look like, what they're wearing, what they're dressing as, what they're eating, what they must eat, what they must not eat, being healthy, going to gym, all those aspects, all those packages, that entire package of all of humanity together has manifested the balancing equation of the energetics and the force it takes within human beings to generate that, to keep with such a regime. To balance that equation out, you have human beings who experiences bulimia. So therefore, to explain and to place into perspective again, the media of this world, the system of this world, is supporting human beings with being concerned about what they look like, the picture presentation of yourself, what to eat, what not to eat, how to dress, how to look like. And then there are human beings who live by those laws, who live by those regimes, who live that life completely, always concerned about what they look like, what they're wearing, what they're eating. Because of parents, friends, family, media. Now if you take all human beings who have such a life, who live according to that regime, who live according to that lifestyle, you take all of that. Now to live like that continuously and constantly during your life takes a lot of energetic force and takes a lot of focus, attention, and takes a lot of your mind consciousness system. Now to ease off that amount of energetic force it takes from your mind consciousness system to live such a lifestyle of always being concerned what you look like, what you eat, what you dress, what you wear, etc., that is supported by the media, what happens is that outflow is then drained out from you and manifested as a balance point within other human beings. And then those human beings experience bulimia because they're able to apparently handle all the shit and the energetic force that you generate by your mind because of living such a lifestyle. If human beings with bulimia didn't exist, human beings that have such a lifestyle of living according to what you look like, what you wear, what you're dressing, what you're eating, you would have died in 5 years of living like that. Now there are human beings that live like that their entire lives because human beings that are the balancing point of human beings that live such a life that experience bulimia are the flow out points, and then they release all the energy through bulimia out of the mind consciousness system, so that human beings who want to have such a lifestyles of what to wear, what to eat, what not to eat, what to look like, what to dress, etc., etc., their entire focus, their entire being, their entire lives just on that. Human beings who have bulimia are giving such people the ability to have such a life. And then all the discharges of your mind consciousness system within you is discharged through your unconscious mind to human beings who experience bulimia, and then they discharge the energetic compound and force of the mind consciousness system, because if there's not an energetic discharge through human beings who have bulimia, you would have died much faster. So human beings who are concerned about their looks, what they wear, what they eat, stop. Because it's not only you you're harming, but other human beings in this world. Thank you very much. This is the Design of Bulimia, communicating about bulimia.